Hi, welcome to the first of a series of videos which will be focusing on the Internet of Things and most specifically on this, which is the Samsung SmartThings. This is actually the starter kit, and what you'll find inside is the hub. You'll also find a SmartSense Motion, which is a PIR basically, so it'll sense when you come into a room. The SmartSense Multi, which you can use to detect if a window's opened. But what's interesting is it also measures temperature, so you can possibly control your heating. It also knows orientation, so if you stick it to something and that thing moves, it's going to know it's moved around. And there's vibration, so if someone taps the window that this is stuck to, you're going to know that they're there. You've also got a plug, so this can control anything that's plugged into a 3-pin socket in the wall. So this could be to turn a lamp on or off, or maybe start your coffee machine first thing in the morning when you get up. And on the bottom here you've got SmartSense Presence, which is a little dongle that you're going to stick onto your kids, your dog, your girlfriend, and then you'll know when they've turned up or when they've left the house, which might be quite interesting. So the packaging is pretty nice. We slide off this cover, and inside there's a splittable box. So this reminds me a lot of the boxes that you used to get smartphones in. Particularly the Samsung ones, so that's probably where the designs come from. On this side I guess we've got the hub, and on this side we're going to have the sensors. So let's have a look at the hub. And that's it. It's kind of tiny. It's a really nice texturized white top, so it's not going to be a fingerprint magnet at all, although you're not going to be touching it that much hopefully. Underneath, what's interesting is it's completely rubberized, so this isn't going to be slipping around, it'll just sit there. On the front we've got a little LED, or a series of LEDs I think, and then on the back we've got a power socket, and that's going to be a factory reset. There's a pair of USBs, and then there's the Ethernet cable that you're going to use to plug this into your home network router. This is a cloud-based solution, so for the majority of what it does, it needs to be out there on the internet. And what I see here is if we slide, there's actually a space inside for 4 AA batteries, and my understanding is that even if the internet goes down and your power goes out, this will carry on working and controlling your house for a certain number of hours afterwards. I think there's a few limitations to what it can do when it's in battery only mode, but it's still a welcome addition to a cloud-based system. On the other side, we've got the sensors, if I can open it. So the first one out is going to be the SmartSense plug. It's quite chunky, so it's about the size of a normal phone charger wall wart. It's a pair of buttons on the side, and it looks like there's a pair of LEDs as well, so we'll look into how we use those in a later video. Next to it, or below it, is the presence, the SmartSense So this is where it gets confusing, because that's actually the presence. This is the motion, SmartSense Motion. This is tiny, it's dinky, it's probably about 2.5 centimeters aside. Really inconspicuous, particularly when you compare it to the sorts of sensors that you get in alarm systems. I'm quite shocked actually at how tiny this is. It's actually battery powered, and you pull the tab out to start pairing and battery, and I'm guessing, yep, we can open that up, and yeah, it just takes a standard watch battery, and it looks like there's a reset button there as well. Underneath, so underneath there is a template for drilling wall holes so that you can mount it, and there is actually a back cover for it as well, and all the fixings that you need in the bottom. What's really good is there are actually foams as well, so if you don't want to be going around drilling holes, or you're a rented house, and this is a fully wireless system, so it particularly lends itself to being used in properties that you don't own or that you aren't going to have a long-term hold on, then yeah, you can use the stickers to hold it to the wall. Next to that, again, I mean, these really are so much smaller than you'd expect them to be. This is the SmartThings Multi, I guess with the lines on it. It should be that way around. So there's a little line here, and a little line here to know which sides. This, I guess, is going to be the magnet, and then this is the multi-sensor. So again, this will alert you if they're moved apart. So if this is on a door frame and this is on a window, it'll tell you the window's open. It's good for security, but also you can control heating. For instance, turning off the radiators in a room if the window in that room gets opened. But this will also handle, as I understand, vibration if someone knocks on the door, and also temperature. So it'll act as another thermostat for your heating system. And again, it's watch battery and a little reset button up there. 2 tabs at the bottom and I guess 2 tabs at the top just to hold it together. And there is actually a wall plate which looks like it can pull off. It does say removable, but that feels pretty much stuck on there. Okay, we'll worry about that when we go to install it. So that's on there pretty solid. And then lastly is the little keyring tag presence sensor. So yeah, this will let you know if whatever is attached to it enters the range of your hub. And so you can, for instance, get a report when your kids come home from school, or perhaps if you have it on your keys, when you come into the house, you could automatically have your lighting and your music come on. So over on this side, under the hub, you'll see a little hello there. There's a nice little information packet, so I guess this is all the instructions. Come back to that in a minute. And then under that, you've got, in the box, an Ethernet cable. You've also got the power cable, and it's one of these items that you break down, but it is 3 pin, so slide that together. There's your 3 pins. It's like a normal phone charger. And actually they've even included the batteries that you need to power up the hub. So far, this looks like the kind of item that you literally could go and buy like white goods, and you can take it home without really having too much kit or technical knowledge. It looks like it's pretty much open to anyone to use. In the pack, and there's a little cover here, you'll actually see your registration number, which you're going to need when you register the app. We'll cover that in a later video as well. And then inside the back, yes, so you've got a quick start guide to the hub, which looks really nice. There's some wording there, simple setup. Well, we'll see if that's true or not. You've then got instruction manuals for the outlet, the motion, the multi, and for the presence. So there is a separate instruction manual for each of the sensors, which is nice because they haven't just shoved that to PDF or expected you to pull it out from the back of an instruction book that covers the whole lot. So you can literally step through each of those items as you start to use them. All in all, really nice packaging, really good quality packaging. The pack, doesn't like the 3 pins being left on. The pack does seem to make it obvious where to start and where to go. Maybe not so obvious about where to put things back. And overall the impression is it's a really high quality bit of kit. Plastics feel really nice on all the items. And it does look like it's going to be a really simple setup, or at least I'm hoping it is. Okay, join me next time when we'll be plugging the hub in. We'll be registering it. We'll also be downloading the app from, I use Android, so Google Play Store, and getting that registered with the code. Okay, thanks a lot for watching. See you soon.